Hi, I'm LaKeshia,
Hey, I'm Natalie.
and this is
Life cracks us up. Are you picking up what we're putting down? Are you enjoying the content? Is there feedback you'd like to provide or topics you'd like to discuss? How about you give us a call and share your thoughts? 757-504-4649. That's 757-504-4649. We would love to hear from you.
Hey,
How
how are you?
I am a peachy.
Oh, you can't still hear the rattle in me, can you?
No,
Because I
not
still
until
got
I
some.
start chuckling.
I
I'm gonna
know,
try
I know.
really hard not to make you laugh.
That's the whole point of us being here. It's gonna
I was
happen. It's
just
gonna
gonna say
happen.
I'm really not gonna
I
try not
know.
to make you laugh. Mm.
I know. I was talking trash to my daughter today and choked myself up. It's like,
I
oh,
don't know why all I heard was choke myself out, and then sex came in my head and all this weird stuff. Girl,
wow.
is the way my
Okay.
mind works.
I said I choked myself up, as in I started coughing because I was laughing too much. And I
Gosh.
prefaced it with I was talking to my daughter.
Yes, yes. See, I didn't hear
Miss
daughter
all that.
laughing.
Miss
All I
all
heard was
that.
choke. All I heard was choke, and I
Uh,
was like,
get get your mind out the gutter, man. Get your mind out the gutter.
oh.
Let me
So you
ask
were
you, what's it
talking.
doing outside where you are?
Well, it stopped snowing. We got
Mm.
maybe a quarter of an inch. I did go out and
Yeah.
put I'm looking out because I can see outside. Um, I did, go out and put my windshield
Windshield
wipers
wipers up.
up and everything. The New York and me. Um, and it's already melting. But I can
Oh,
guarantee you, these children will not have school. We'll
for
be
the rest of
lucky
the
if
week.
they go back this week. Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
no,
Because
yeah,
the
because
problem is not
yesterday
the
they
snow.
canceled the school. Yeah.
Hmm. Yeah, the problem's not the snow, it's the ice that forms overnight. So I get it.
Hmm.
But they go virtual,
Yeah.
so you know.
Yeah, that's true. And now, yeah, since COVID, that it's not always just no school. But yeah, because
Exactly.
here
No.
it was still snowing a few minutes ago. I don't know how much it accumulated because I ain't been out there in it. But they're calling for a lot. So that's why, like I said,
Really?
yesterday they canceled school for today. And
Uh-huh.
yeah, it's probably won't be anything tomorrow either.
Yeah. Well,
But
I don't
yeah,
miss it. I don't miss it. On top of
what
the
the Virginia
fact
weather?
that yeah, I don't miss the weather. I mean, on top of the fact that I just don't like, where I'm from anymore. Not a lot to do. You know what I mean? There's really nothing to do. But I just went up this weekend to take
Oh,
my mom home and quite literally drove through snow, sleet, hail,
hell no.
rain, high
Nah.
winds,
Oh
fog,
my.
like every element that you could
Everything
think of that you should not drive in.
you had to drive through.
I
Okay, so
was
you're talking about New York. I thought you meant Virginia, but yeah, yeah, I
no,
could not imagine being up north. I just
yeah,
no.
yeah, it was type horrible. And now I'm down here and I FaceTime my mom and I put the phone to the window and I was like, I am if I see one more white thing fall from the sky, I'm gonna pull my hair out. Like I
Uh,
it does not bother me to drive in snow. It really does not because I was getting ready to run to Walmart, but I forgot we had to, you and I were getting together. Um, but that actually had me shook.
mm,
That speaks volumes.
yeah.
But
Well, I don't like
we
to
made it.
drive in the snow. I was offended when I looked out the window and saw white stuff falling.
I know you was like, that better be cocaine.
Right?
That better be cocaine.
Instead, that snow. Like,
I
oh,
know it better
but
not be.
right? All right, so I
Gotta
got a
put the
question for you.
shoes on. Hit me with it.
All right. So, would you rather have the world hear your thoughts for 24 hours or to
Mhm.
sing everything you say for a week?
Sing everything I say for a week. Easy.
But
I can't even
why?
start now. I don't want anyone to know what goes through my head.
Right?
Trust and believe. I don't want you
Yeah.
to know, and you don't want to
Don't
know.
want to know. Right? Right. Because if I want you to know, I'd say it out loud.
Yeah. Yeah.
But
Yeah.
yeah.
I would definitely sing every. Side note, as a child, my sister and I used to do that. We would just sing
Sing
everything we wanted to say to
everything.
one another, like straight, like
Oh,
opera sometimes, and we would like legit sing everything. So that's a
I
no
bet
brainer for me.
I bet y'all were the cutest.
So I'm guessing, but you would be singing as well.
I think for the good of mankind. I think I'll lose fewer friends singing for a week. I'm gonna lose a few singing.
Oh yeah,
Because every now and again those thoughts go sideways. I was like,
I'm telling you,
I'm gonna have to
you know
keep
how
that
I people
inside.
watch anyway. Yeah,
Oh my
I
gosh.
got one for you.
Oh yes. Okay.
Well, you were going to say something. What?
No, no, that people watching thing. Oh yeah, I'm gonna be in big trouble.
Oh yeah, oh yeah, yeah. Would you rather be in a deep sleep for 5 years or behind bars for 1 year?
Wow. Ugh, that's actually a tough one because I don't know, maybe not. Remember, I was telling you when I went to the hospital and that insurance that I have don't have in
Mhm.
that room. It was in the room. I'm laying in the bed and I'm looking at the toilet. I didn't say I'm
Yeah,
looking at the bathroom. I'm looking at
right.
the
The
toilet.
toilet was in the room.
Right, right. You might think, get a little curtain, but my first thought when I got rolled into that room was like, I can't go to jail.
Nope,
That
nope.
was my very first thought.
Mm-mm.
But I don't know the 5 years, and what it made me think of was Inception, a dream within a dream within a dream. If those dreams are that good, if they're really good for that long, I don't want to come back. I don't want
Right.
to be back
I'm much happier. I'm much happier in
over
the
there.
dream.
Yeah, yeah. Because I mean, and I know you say we always get in trouble because we, go outside of the question, but am I in a cell by myself? Because I, I, I'm not strong enough. I can't fight off Big Bertha. And I mean, I don't
Yeah.
know. I mean, I might not be the cutest one in there, but I might be the wimpiest one in there and not get taken advantage of. I don't
Oh,
know. Then,
you got
my
to give an
hair
answer.
care and
You have to
uh
give an answer. It sounds like you have an answer.
I don't know, I'm nervous because like I said, if I like the dreamland better, I'm gonna be more ticked off when I wake up.
Don't worry, I'm not going to snap my fingers and you're going to be in one of the two places, but you have to answer.
Ugh. All right, I think I'm gonna have to take that sleep. I'm gonna have to take that sleep. Hopefully I'm well rested when I come out, but I can't. Yeah, too many probabilities in the sale, the size, the company, the bathrooms. So I just think I'm gonna have to sleep it off.
Listen,
I,
I am not built for behind bars. It is not in my
no,
mental. Like, yo, don't
no,
do crime with me because
no.
if it comes down to me or you, oh, you're
You,
going to jail. I'm going home.
look, I don't know. Look, I might go with you if we can be roomies, but
Right. Yeah, that's true. Yeah, if you got good company, somebody to
right, right, right. Oh yeah,
to
we have a
be
good
with
old
the
time
whole
in
time.
there.
Yeah.
Do our podcast from there. Oh yeah, we can do that.
Yeah.
But no, if I got to go by myself, then nah.
Yeah. I feel like I'm definitely taking the sleep. I in my mind, which again, like you just said, we always get ourselves in trouble because we start, well, what if and does this happen and what but the whole thing with being behind bars, it's not just will I have a roommate? Like what like I can't leave. I mean, granted, I can't leave and sleep either, but at least in sleep, I'm still dreaming of good things. I doubt I'll have good dreams while I'm in jail. And that's whoa. Let
Right.
me go back because that's assuming I'm having good dreams while I'm asleep.
Right,
Because it
right. I
could
just thought
be,
of when you said that. It could be, oh, a
yeah,
nightmare
it
for
could
five
be
years.
horrible.
Oh no.
Still be
Oh,
jail,
see.
pooping in the same cell with a cellie. That food, I
Mm.
imagine being asleep for 5 years.
Oh.
They're going to be feeding me. But then you think, oh my gosh, what am I going to be missing in those 5 years? Would it be worth it just to rock out for a year in jail? At least I can have visitors. I
Yeah, but
don't know.
just
Maybe
think
I
if
do
you
the
get in
year.
trouble though, if you get in trouble, then they keep tacking on time, and you get caught with that shank in your shit in your cell, and
Girl, you are
I
in
did just watch
Attica. I am
Shawshank.
in.
I,
I was just gonna say you are at Shawshank. I'm in
I was
county.
watching
I'm in
Shawshank.
county.
But wait. Yes, jail is different from prison.
From prison,
I
it
might be more
is.
comfortable in prison because jail is just, that's you would get all gin pop and anybody coming
See,
and going, and
but this is the thing about jail versus prison. Prison, you're in there for some time. You have not, some of them people have nothing to lose by doing whatever they want. In jail, you're usually only in there for up to 365 days. After that, you get
mm,
shipped out to the prison. So everybody in there is either A, looking forward to getting out, or B, they don't want to get more time tacked on yet. So I kind of sort of think, and I could be wrong, because I've never been to jail for more than a
yeah.
couple of minutes.
Oh,
Yeah, yeah,
I remember.
holding cell. Um, but yeah, I don't know. Now I'm starting to think I'd go to jail for the year. Cause what would I
Mm,
miss? Like my kids, like what I meant, like too many ifs. These what if questions are
I don't
hard.
know, because I mean, I
They
think jail
really
versus
make us
prison. I'm
think.
thinking, Motel 6 versus, I don't know, embassy. I'd be a little more comfortable with my own space.
Yeah.
You don't have to share it. Like I said, I heard about overcrowding, and you got to sleep on the floor. And I don't know.
And
I think if I'm going to be locked up, I'm just going to go prison because
but they
I
also
need to be
have the
comfortable.
dorms. They also
What?
have
What's that door for?
dorms
What, for
in
jail
prison. I mean, in
or
jail,
prison?
they have like dorms, I think. In
Well,
some. I can't speak to
I'm gonna
all
have
of
to do
them,
some
but they have like,
research, to see what state I
yeah.
need to commit this crime in.
Do something
I have to do,
minor so
I have to
you
do my,
don't
do my
eat
research.
prison time.
Yeah, yeah. Okay, I'm gonna do some research and see, fill it out, and then I get back with you.
Well, all right. Let's research which jail to go to. Okay.
Yeah, who's got the best jail out there? You let us know.
Now, if we get a whole bunch of messages, I'm going to
Right.
question our audience. I'm going to question our audience. So be very careful.
Most of our viewers are behind bars. Like,
Right. Can I just say, I know I've said this before, but I really hate day one and day two hair.
hair. Well,
I
I hate
can.
hair, so I can't. I can't.
I
I
hate
got
the
tired
H
of
in
it.
hair.
Yeah, I had to get rid of it. Like, I went to the barber the other day, and he was like, "When's the last time I saw you? I'm cutting off a lot of hair." And I was like, the way my life been set up. Then I was like, "Hold on, you're not gonna charge me extra, are you?"
Right. Do you charge per
per
strand or like what
strand?
are we doing here? Mm-mm-mm. What are we talking about today?
Babies or not babies.
Listen, listen, keep them all. This is how I feel right now. Like,
Oh, bitch.
nah, them
No,
just
actually, I
jokes.
heard. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know if I'm joking or not. But no, I
Them
heard
just jokes.
something. I heard that some statistic about like what percentage of women aren't having children these days for fear of being a single parent or having to do it on their own. And I was
Mm-hmm.
like, that's interesting. 'Cause I
Yeah,
know for me, I was a single parent, but did I put any thought into it?
right, right.
So, thinking about it now as an adult, I
Yeah.
definitely would not, because like I said, I was a single parent when I was a when I was a teenage mom. But
Mm-hmm.
actually, as an adult, my oldest grandson actually lived with us for a year, and he was a baby. And my
Mm-hmm.
husband
I
worked
remember that.
nights.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I felt like I was a single parent. I was like,
Yeah.
oh, I don't like this. I
Yeah.
do not. So
Yeah.
I can understand. And, if people looking at people all strange when they say they don't want to have kids, I was like, screw 'em. Nobody's going to take care of that kid for you. So,
Yeah. Yeah.
yeah, do what you feel.
So, like, I have so many questions. I have so many questions. So, women are deciding not to have children because they fear becoming single moms. But does that speak to the dudes you're choosing? I mean, I guess nobody plans to be a single mom. Breakups happen all the time. Um, but are you not listen, I'm all for not having children if you don't want children. I don't feel like anyone should be guilted into having
Mm-hmm.
children. Yo, if you don't want to have them, trust me, don't do it. Like, don't do it.
Mm-mm. There's enough
Enjoy
extras
life.
out there. Yeah.
Yeah, enjoy life without them.
Mhm.
You can foster if you just want to have kids in your house for a little while and then not forever or whatever. But I don't know. I I don't want it to be because they fear being a single parent. Um I don't know about this one because I feel like I want to say just be mindful of who you have children with, but again, no relationship is guaranteed. And what do you mean by single parent? Do you mean single parent as in a single woman with children? There's a difference. A single woman with children means you are the primary caregiver, but you may have a dad or, the other person, mom, whatever the case may be, still active in that child's life. Or do you mean the single parent in a sense that you had a child with this person and they just disappeared? So now you're the sole provider, you're the sole caregiver, you're the sole everything. You're the mom, you're the dad, you're the disciplinary. So I'd be curious to kind of break that part down.
I feel you on that. But also, I know someone who was in a relationship, got pregnant. The relationship ended. It was extremely traumatic.
Mm,
So, after the child was born, it was just, it was a mess. It was a mess. They worked it out later. But the pregnancy, all during that time when it's supposed to be the greatest, it was a nightmare
right.
pretty much. So now
Yeah.
this person is married, and the thought of having another child, excuse me,
Hmm.
she was like, she's traumatized. Like,
Yeah.
like she doesn't think she picked the wrong person as her mates, that they're gonna
Hmm.
run away. But
Right.
I think maybe it's because I didn't think the other one would either, type thing. So
Right.
now you're
Yeah.
saying, I can't imagine being in that situation again. And the first time was so traumatic that
Right.
I can't do it.
Yeah. Yeah. And I get that because, like you said, no relationship is guaranteed. If we're looking at the divorce rate, it's like 50% or something like that. You know what I mean? A lot of people don't even bother to get married anymore. You know what I mean? They're just in
Yeah.
relationships. But I, as much as I talk about being a parent, um, I wouldn't trade, I wouldn't trade them. You know what I mean? Even though, and I literally am a single parent, but I don't know that I don't know that I would want someone to miss out on being a parent if they truly desire to be a parent. I would hate for them to miss out on that for the fear of being, a single parent. It's like a double-edged sword. You have the kid and it could be great, but you choose not to have the kid, and then what if everything is still great? Now you didn't have the kid.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
unfortunately for us women, that that biological clock truly does tick. So is there is there a right answer?
No, definitely not a right answer. But it's like it's crazy that when I hear that, I was thinking, I never. Well, okay. First of all, I had my child at what 16,
Mm-hmm.
and as a kid, I thought I wanted to have children,
Mm-hmm.
but you know, after I had said child, it was like, I'm not really parenting material. And so, I did what I had to do with the one, but I was like, I definitely, I had no desire to do it again. And
Right.
it was difficult in being a single parent, as in I did not have a mate that I could rely upon, but I was
Mm-hmm.
fortunate that I had my mother.
Mm-hmm.
So if I had to do it all by myself, couldn't have. I I I, I could not have, and I know that about me. But sometimes
Right.
people don't know until it's too late. You have the kids, you're by yourself, and then you realize can't do it by myself.
But let me ask you this though, because your situation, although unfortunately not unique, but your what you're saying now was based on you having a child at 16. Would you have that same feeling if you were 30 and you had a child and still ended up being a single parent? It's a lot different, I think, when you have teen behind your name as
Hmm.
opposed to, an adult who's, and we'll assume, although one should never assume, that we're talking about people who have a steady income, you know, maybe your own place, your own transportation. If you don't have those things, then yeah, you definitely don't want to have children if you're worried about being a single parent.
Well, like I said, when my husband was working nights, because he didn't used to. Okay, it was just the two of us at that time. My daughter had, she
Mhm.
was an adult. She had moved out. It was just the two of us for a while. He was
Mhm.
working the same type of shift I was working. It was lovely.
Mhm.
But after I got my grandson, then he's like, "Oh, my job changed up, so I'm working nights." So
Right.
I would work during the day, take the baby to the daycare, pick up the baby, come home. I'm home alone with this baby.
Mhm.
So I've got to, unwind from work. I've got to give the baby a bath. I've got to make sure he gets in the bed. I mean, I cook
That baby
dinner.
ain't need no bath.
We know they don't watch babies every day now. That's the thing.
Right, right.
But I mean, it was a lot. And like I said, I wasn't actually single because I had my husband, but he wasn't
Right.
there to be able to
The
support
physical
me
part.
during
Yeah.
that time. Yeah, and I was a full grown adult, and I was like,
Yeah.
no.
Yeah.
So
Okay.
I mean,
Question though, because you said when you had your daughter, you knew then that you weren't parent material. So could it have been, and this is me genuinely asking, could it have been when you were the single grandparent slash parent, um, could it have been because you're not really the parent
okay.
material?
Oh yeah, okay. So yeah, that's it.
Yeah.
But
Well, no,
also,
I'm saying
you
though,
know,
like, could it have
it
been,
makes a difference, right? It makes a difference. 'Cause if
yeah.
I thought I was, then it probably would it maybe not have bothered me.
Hmm.
But yeah, I'm not that person.
Excuse me. Yeah. Yeah.
Also, like when you're a single parent, case in point, when you got your daughter and my grandson had gone, I was like, oh, we can't hang out because you're a single parent because you don't have, so you can't just pick up and go. 'Cause, if you had a mate there, maybe like, hey, I'm going to run out. But if it's just you,
Yeah.
all they got is you. So
Yeah.
now, my life is impacted. But
Yeah.
but no, but if you like to hang out or do whatever, now you're restricted because
Yeah.
you're a single parent.
Yeah. I am grateful now because my oldest is off to college. My youngest is about to be a teenager. Now, granted, I can't leave her overnight, but if I want to be out all day, I can be because she's, 13.
Yeah, because it's older now.
Um,
Yeah.
yeah, yeah, yeah. But 4 years ago, 3 years ago, shit, 2 years ago, that wasn't the case. I didn't feel comfortable, leaving her in the house for hours at a time. If I got to run up to Food Line or something, easy breezy. 10 years old, hey, I'll be right back. Don't go to the door. The drill. Stay away from the stove, that kind of stuff. But yeah, there was a time where I was like, well, sorry, can't make it. And especially if I was going someplace with the people that I would normally leave her with.
Mm, yeah.
Now I don't have anybody because you're my person and so. But yeah, I'm grateful that she's of age now.
Yeah, but that's why I told you you need to come back and be part of our village.
Yes, part of the village. That would be. Can I just send my kid?
No, 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 no. I can
Oh,
send mine.
okay. Okay. Nope. 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 I'm good. I'm good. I'm good. Um, I got enough with one teenager. I can't deal with two.
Mm.
Yeah, I was also lucky in the sense that by the time this one started smelling herself, my oldest was already
This was
gone.
going on.
So I wasn't getting hit at the
Oh
same
gosh,
time. It
I could
crossed
not
over a
imagine.
little bit, but not
Mm.
but not to the point where I was like where I was, you know, gonna end up trying to find out if 1 year in jail was better than 5 years to sleep. It didn't get that far. It's gotten close because I keep trying to
Oh
tell him.
gosh.
I keep
Mm.
trying to tell him, but that's for another episode.
Right.
But yeah, I'm not against people obviously making decisions to not have children. And if I'm being 100% honest, I don't know that I would want to bring a child into this world right now anyway.
Mm-mm.
That's just me being critical of everything that's going on. But to each his or her own.
Yeah. So I'm sure there's other reasons out there that people aren't doing it, but that was the main one they said. But yeah, but I
Yeah,
mean, yeah, I definitely this world is crazy.
yeah,
It's just nah.
it
It's
is.
not like when we were kids. It's pretty easy.
Oh my gosh.
You go outside and play in the streets with your friends. Didn't have to come home till the street lights came
Yes.
on, and drinking out the water hose. That's why we so immune now. Well, I got the pneumonia,
Yeah,
but yeah,
that E pneumonia. Yeah,
yeah, it was
yeah.
and kids when they fought, they 3 o'clock
It was just a
playground, we're gonna
fight.
duke it out,
And then they
and then
were
it's over.
friends
It's like
afterwards.
right, yeah.
Yeah.
So life was a lot simpler then,
Very nice.
but yeah, now I cannot. And then the kids are so different. Like I know I talk about co-op a lot, but we just did one. We have a class called College and Career Prep, and so last week's assignment we talked about college essays. And so their assignment was to write the opening paragraph to, do your college essay because we talked about, how competitive it is and all that.
Hmm.
So, my daughter, we teach the class together. She actually made acceptance letters. We have, I think, 11 or 12 kids in the class.
Hmm.
There were 6 acceptance letters.
Wow.
Because you know why? Everybody doesn't get a trophy.
Oh my
Now
gosh.
she
Please don't even
right,
get me
so
started on
but she
that.
did explain to them, that everybody did a good job. We're not trying to crush spirits, but we let them know that it
Yeah.
is competitive out there. It's not good
Yeah.
enough to just do enough.
Yeah.
You need to really
Yeah.
apply yourself. So I think kids are losing out on that with everybody's your friend and everybody gets a trophy. That's not how
Just
the
being
real
coddled
world
all the time.
works. Yes, I
Yes.
was like, no. I
Yep.
told him, I said, life is coming at you. So I am here to help you because it's not
Yeah.
nice out there. Nobody
Yeah.
out there in the real world is going to coddle you.
So all that to say, if you don't want to have children for whatever reason, don't do it. Don't
Don't do
do
it.
it.
Don't
But
do
I
it.
really don't want them to. Fear of being a single parent is such a sad reason to not have children if you actually
If you want
wanted to
them.
have
Right. If
children.
you actually want them.
Yeah, that's sad.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It is.
And
But
the
I
other
mean, like you said, like you mentioned in the beginning, like, does it say something about the quality of the man? And, it maybe not be that you just don't pick well. Maybe he deceives well.
Yeah.
Or, things change. Your
Maybe
his ex
he's
came
not
back.
parent material. Oh,
Yeah, yeah. I'm just
his
saying. I
ex came
mean,
back.
his ex came back. He changed his mind. I mean, you just never. You
Hmm.
can't predict. And
Yeah.
then, even if you co-parent, it's still, that might not have been your optimal ideal situation.
Yeah.
You didn't
Yeah.
want to have to, because especially if you have a bad breakup, it takes a while before you can,
Oh yeah.
co-parent
Oh
properly.
yeah.
And
Yeah,
then, yeah,
you're
you're
meeting this
bitter.
dude at McDonald's to drop off the kid
Yeah.
and pick him up, and police
Yeah,
stations and all that stuff. Yeah.
yeah, it was a mess. But but yeah, I mean the dude should have to sign a contract, because you can't just, walk away. Well, you can, but not as easy as a dude could. Or, he's like,
Yeah.
oh, it ain't
That's what the
mine.
courts
Well,
are
like,
for.
listen, it ain't mine either. But but I
Yeah.
don't want to have to go through all of that. I didn't
Yeah.
I didn't force myself upon him. So
Yeah.
why do I have to struggle to get what's right? No,
Yeah.
before we lay down, you need to sign this contract that if if all that contraceptive fails, you're gonna be
Yeah.
there. You're gonna do what you gotta
But
do.
you know what they say about a contract? It's written to be broken. Like, you can
Well,
sign the contracts in blood if you want to. That doesn't make the person do what the contract says. That's what
mm,
child support and the courts are for. You know what I mean? Like, even you can go to court and the judge places an order for child
yeah,
support.
you're right. And you
Still
never
don't
see a
mean this
penny.
dude's gonna pay it, or the female for that matter. I've seen it go both
Yeah,
ways
whoever.
where
Yeah,
she's got to
yeah.
pay child support.
I know. But yeah,
Yeah.
it's like you just you can't. So I'm gonna have to fix that. Let's see. What can we do to ensure that everybody stays in their lane, do what they're supposed to do? Because
You cannot.
oh,
You
oh,
cannot, which is why there are women who hold off on
don't want to
having
have kids.
children
Yeah,
because
right.
they're afraid of being a single parent, because there's no way
No way.
to make
Oh,
sure definitively your partner is going to hold up their end of the deal. There's no way to guarantee that. So I get what they're saying. I just think it's a sad reason to not
to
have
not.
children, that that's a possibility in your head, or that you've seen so many single parents struggle that you don't want that for yourself, you know?
Yeah.
And it is sad because, and it's funny because I have this conversation with one of my other besties about our our younger, the generation below us, think that it's okay to be a single parent because all they've known are single parents.
Mm-hmm.
Single parent. My mom was a single parent. You know what I'm saying? So
Mm-hmm.
that's what they, so they think, oh well shit, you can do what I can
Ain't
do. And
nothing
I be
to it.
trying to
Yeah,
tell
ain't nothing to
them,
it.
yeah,
Mm-mm.
yeah, number one, Mary
Nah.
Rage.
Yeah, right. Who you telling? Love you, honey.
You'll fall in love later. I'm just
But yeah, I
saying.
mean, get your head on straight. Yeah, because yeah, kids could be fun. If you like kids and that's what your thing, that's good. But you want to be able to provide for them. So
Exactly.
it's not just, oh, it's cute having a baby. No, babies cost a
Exactly.
lot of money. Kids cost a lot of. Teens cost even more money.
Ooh,
I
Lord of
mean,
mercy. You know what I am gonna save up for? One of those one of those real life guys, like with the anatomically correct and everything. I'm gonna give me one of them. He ain't
oh,
gonna say
okay.
nothing. He's just
It
gonna
just,
serve a purpose.
just
Don't say nothing.
don't-
Don't say nothing.
well, I will kick in for you. I will. I'll kick in.
Oh
But
Lord,
yeah, yeah,
we
they
looking
got
out
those
there.
too. Yeah, you got your AI. You can date. I was
Yeah,
like, but yeah, I don't know. I don't need no conversation. Mm-mm.
yeah.
That's why I'm not bringing a baby into this world with my AI boyfriend. He ain't
My
gonna be
AI
there when I need
boyfriend.
him. He's not gonna
Yeah,
be there.
you can't drag him into court.
Oh,
What you got on your toes?
I forgot.
Yeah,
I got some strawberries.
butterflies.
Oh, your
My
butterflies like my
butterflies will
strawberries.
snap on your strawberries.
Yeah. Woo.
Hmm.
Almost forgot.
I didn't.
Oh,
I
well, that's
didn't.
good.
Feel like, ladies, for those of you who want children but have a fear of your partner not being around and you being a single parent, I guess my advice would be, because like we said, you never know what's going to happen in a relationship. But I do firmly believe that people show you who they are. And when they show you who they are, you have to believe them. So you may not be able to determine whether or not you two will stay together, but you should by now know if this person has enough character to stand by even if you guys aren't together. He'll still or she'll still provide the financial assistance. You guys, whether it's 50-50, whatever you guys decide on. But I hope that you're choosing someone that you know will at least be available that way. I just don't want you to not have children and miss out on all the joy and pleasures. Even though we talk a lot of smack about our kids, like I said, I wouldn't trade them in for the world. I really wouldn't.
I traded for a Snicker
But
bar. Well,
but you always have to kind of think about what would life look like. If that's a concern for you, you have to think about what would life look like if you were a single parent. Are you financially stable enough to do it by yourself if
mhm.
you had to? Are you mentally capable of doing that if you have to? Because it is an entirely different world doing everything yourself. I'm not even going to front on that.
Mhm.
I'm not even going to front. I would love to be able to say, oh, you take her to the doctor. Oh, you go get her from school. Oh, you tackle that homework. I would love to be able to do that, but I cannot. So I get what you're saying, but I don't want to be the only reason why you don't if you're able to be a single parent. That's all I got to say. What's your
And I
closing
think it
thought?
was well said. I agree with
Thank
what
you.
she said.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, it makes perfect sense. But I mean, that is exactly like you said. If that person can still be what you need, even if you're not in a relationship, but
Right.
you have to recognize those red flags. Don't. This is not a time to make excuses. Oh well, they're
Mm-hmm.
just this, and they just that. Well, they're going to
Mm-hmm.
be, dipping out on you when you need them the most. So,
Mm-hmm.
yeah, don't be in a rush either. Don't be in a rush.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
anywho,
So,
I think this has been a very interesting conversation.
and
Yeah.
if anything else kind of makes you think twice, listen to the noise above me. I don't know if you all can hear that, but there is the
Oh,
cutest little girl up there. I call her Happy Feet because all she does is do 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 do. She's not up there all the time. No, it's not even that. It's boo 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 boo. I can hear her now.
oh,
Yeah. I thought about that. I was like, oh my gosh, is this going to be a problem while we're recording? Luckily, I don't have a dope ass sound system and it doesn't pick everything up. So, on that note,
on that note, until next time,
until next time, love one another and have babies.
or not, or not,
Or not. Or not. See you
or
guys
not.
later.
Bye.
Are you picking up what we're putting down? If so, now's the time to like, follow, subscribe, and share. We'd also love to hear from you. Give us a call at 757-504-4649, or you can email us at lifecracksusup@gmail.com, or just drop us a comment. If you're so inclined, do all three.
Thank you for hanging out with us. Be sure to like, follow, share, and subscribe. And look for a new episode every Wednesday.